Hey, what's going on, fellow hunters? Welcome back to the channel. So I think we're exactly 14 days out from Kentucky's Open. So I'm going to head down to my local archery range, and I'm getting ready to do something with my bow that I never thought that I would do this close to season. So I'm getting ready to change out the sight. The sight that I've got on it is a Trophy Ridge Joker 4-pin. The sight works, but it's like the cheapest sight that you can buy. I think it's like 30 bucks. The issues that I have with it is just that it's not easily adjustable. So I went ahead and I picked up a Trophy Ridge Fixed Series 3-pin sight because I'd found out that I never actually shoot 50 yards anyways. Like, I'd never even used the pin. So we're going to head down here real quick. We're going to take my old sight off. We're going to put the new sight on, and then we're going to try to get this thing sighted in. So the ease of adjustment should be nice. It's got the micro windage and elevation adjustments, and then it has an onboard tool for making pin adjustments. So we'll get down here, we'll get this sight swapped out, and we'll get it sighted in. So stick around.
The storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared.
We made it out here to the bow range. I'll show you the bow range here in a second. We're getting ready to put this sight on. There's that Trophy Ridge fixed 3-pin with the micro adjustments. So as far as actually getting the sight swapped out on the bow, it should be relatively easy. Alright, so it's a 1/8 Allen wrench. We'll go ahead and we'll get the quick detach quiver holder off. As far as the actual sight goes, the one thing we want to try to make sure that we do is keep the housing in about the same position. So just kind of line up the holes the way I want them, so that way the housing sits about the same spot as the old one, so that way it's not, as far as distance from my face, so that way it's not smaller or larger in my sight picture. Alright, so we'll go ahead and loosen this up. Get this sight off of here. And the new sight does come with some new hardware, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our new bolt started. Get them snug down evenly. We just got to put our quiver holder back on. Now it's moved this quite a bit farther back, so that's a little different. So just have to be something I get used to. Got the new sight on the bow. Let's go ahead and crack some shots and see how she does. Alright, so here's my local archery range. I've got one of two. This is the outdoor one, and there's also an indoor one as well. This place has got a 20, so this range has a 10, 20, 30, 40. And it's outdoors, so that's what I really like about it. The firing line is right here, and all the targets are clearly marked, and they upkeep them very, very well. Of course, always follow your local archery range rules, right? So shoot only from the firing line, and no broadheads on the targets. I do carry a broadhead target with me just in case I ever decide to fire some. I haven't fired any yet, but I'm going to start firing some coming up here in the next week or so, with only being 14 days out from the season. First thing I got to do is go ahead and get this bow sighted in with that new sight. So we're going to step over here to 10. We're going to take some shots and try to get it sighted in. So from here, I shouldn't need any more tools except the onboard tool to adjust the pins. So that's what's pretty awesome about it. So let's get started. So we've never actually discussed it, but I'm shooting a Bear Cruiser. This is a Gen 1. I've had it for about, probably about 5 years. It came with that Joker 4-pin sight on it, and then I went ahead and I replaced it when I had an issue with the old one. So this is the first time I've ever actually changed the sight. I just got the strings changed on it about a month ago, so that was the first time I'd ever changed the strings on it as well. Other than that, I've put a couple of those limb silencers in there, and really I've done nothing to it. It's just a very, very basic bow. It's what I've started with and what I've always had. So we'll go ahead and get this sighted in at 10 yards and get ready for hunting. So I'm going to shoot dead center on the target on this one just because I have no clue where it's going. And then we'll see what kind of what changes I've got to make to it. So that was way high left. Like probably 6 inches left, a foot high. So in order to actually adjust this, we just go ahead and we move these knobs. So I want to move my sight up, so we're going to go ahead and twist this knob right in order to move the sight up. And then to move it left, we twist this knob to the right also. Alright, we'll go ahead and fire another shot, see what happens. Almost the same spot. We got a lot of adjusting to do. Alright, so we'll come back and we'll keep going up. And we'll keep going left. Alright, so that's where we hit at 10. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set you up out here. I'm going to go ahead and actually set you up out here at 20. And we're going to shoot our first 20-yard group with the new sight. You can stay down here and watch. So that's not absolutely terrible. I'm still a little low, but I mean I can almost get one hand all the way around that group. I think it just needs to come up a little bit probably. Now I've got the sight housing up pretty far already, so I think I'm just going to bump that 20 pin up just a hair. One of the cool things about this sight is the fact that it has an onboard tool right here in the top of it. So you just loosen this onboard tool, and then from there you can adjust all 3 of your pins up here on the top. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to adjust this pin. Twist it right to bring the pin up. Try that and see what we get. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing dialed in at 20. Once we get it dialed in at 20, I'll go ahead and I'll bring you back for a couple shots at 30, and then maybe we'll take a couple shots at 40, and we'll be done. Alright, so I'm getting ready to go ahead and take my first 30-yard shot. I've kind of moved the pin up just a little bit because they were kind of evenly spaced out, so we'll kind of see where it hits. Left to right, I've kind of consistently been hitting right a little bit, so if it's going to do anything, it's going to be a little low right, I think. So we'll go ahead and fire a shot and see what happens. It's actually just a tiny bit right. It's almost dead on. Let's go ahead and walk down there and check it out. Definitely at 30 yards, if I'd have shot that at a deer, I'd have been super happy. A little right or not, I might have clipped the edge of the shoulder or something, but who knows. Dude, I'd take that all day long. So I was aiming here and hit here, so 2.5, 3 inches to the right. I'll go ahead and bump that sight to the right, because literally before I even fired the shot, I told you I've been hitting consistently right all day. So go ahead and bump that to the right, and we'll keep practicing. So I got this thing dialed pretty close at 20 and 30. I took a couple shots at 40. And those were pretty good as well. Like I said, I still got 2 more weeks before I got to go ahead and make a shot for real. So it's just a little bit more practice and practice and practice. I'm trying to do 2-3 times a week. So hopefully when we get there, we'll be ready to go. Thank you for coming out here and checking out my new bow sight. The ease of adjustment on it is amazing. So Kentucky's bow open is in 2 weeks. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming hunts this year. Thanks for watching.